If you're offended, well, we do not apologise.
A high-density program. Start taping now.
If you can look at this with an open mind and not take life too seriously, then you may just come away well and truly entertained.
For fear, Shambega's here, and our day's guest is Scott Taylor, an author, storyteller from Caithness.
This is Caithness Podcast, and we're here with Scott Taylor. Scott Taylor, what is it? Well, I'll tell you how I found Scott Taylor in a wee while. But I really love your name. It reminds me of like a football casual make. You know, like just
nice.
Scott Taylor jacket. You know,
hold on. You're saying that my name reminds you of a football casual? That's a bit worrying, Sean.
Well, no,
I've been told many things. I mean, over the years, I've been told that I've got a face like a Crime Watch E-fit. You know, I look like an inbred Yeti. It's been shaved, but never yet have someone said, "Oh, your name reminds me of a football casual." That's one for the books.
It's like you hear that name, you're like, "Aye, man, this guy probably means business."
You hear that name and go, "I bet that's a handsome chap right there." You know, that Scott Taylor's a name that sticks in your head.
But what is it like? What is it? Only found out your offer. Like I thought you wrote a book years ago, and then you came out with a new book called Rust. Means what's Rust all about?
Well, so I did write a book years ago as well. I don't know if you've maybe heard, but I spent about, concerning the first book, I spent about 28 plus years working in security and security management, and bouncing. Basically, I was standing in doorways getting spat at and called a big fat Scottish sausage. And but back then there was a lot of books in the market that were aimed at the doorman stories, but they were all like how hard they are and how tough they are, and all these generic kind of like, I've had this fight and that fight, and they just get boring after a while. Don't get me wrong, it's interesting to read, and there's some Geoff, I forget his surname, but the book's called Watch My Back. These are really good books, but they're not just about fighting. They're about some of the stories behind and the other kind of the ways their mental health played out. But my stories were more kind of humor based, because over all those years, there were so many things that happened that were just ridiculous that I thought, well, rather than tell these kind of fight tales, write them down as the funny stories, things that people may relate to. There's stories about ex-girlfriends kicking through doors and stuff, and people covered in jobbies and that kind of thing, that things I thought were quite funny over the time. So I wrote that book it would be about maybe 15 years ago now. I wrote that book and released it on Kindle, still available now, called Knuckle Dragger. And that was my first kind of foray into writing a book or putting a book together. And reading it back now, there's a lot of things I would change, or a lot of things I would edit and change out. But over the years, I've still kept up with kind of blogging and little writing work here and there. And, and then I came up with the idea of trying to write a fictional based story. And it's, obviously, you've seen the book, The Rust is called. It's available on Amazon, paperback or Kindle. Rust, Harvest of the Hidden, it's called. And it's based primarily in Thurso. I'm a Thurso boy, born and bred, or inbred, depending who you speak to. And, I grew up there. I moved away from Thurso when I was 17 to find work, because, as you know yourself, Caithness can be a bit of a limited market when it comes to, good work, essentially. So I moved down to Aberdeen, and I was there for...
This day's sponsor is Manky Susan's Cafe, down at Portleaf. Manky Susan's Cafe, down at Portleaf, is our sponsor today.
Boom and we're on. Anyway, have you ever fancied having wheels in your house? Well, come down to Stevie's and pick up a decent caravan, a quality caravan. They say James English sent you, and you might get half price off. Fancy having wee Tinkler holidays around Scotland? come down to Stevie's and get a caravan. Anyway, on to the show.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping.
Here's a wee song for all the influencers that are in Dubai. Love yous all. Sometimes I hang my life shade. Sometimes I sit and cry. Sometimes I wish I was a influencer in Dubai. Get up if you know this one. Do your seats, come on. Do your seats now. Do your seats now. Do your seats now. Yes! Oh, tell me why am I no vlogging in Dubai? Please tell me why. Causing carnage in Dubai. Please tell me why. Am I no shagging in Dubai? Please tell me why.
I mean, my heart's always still in Thurso. I'm still a Thurso boy. So the story's a lot of based on what I remember from Thurso. The scenarios that are in the book are based in Thurso. Obviously, you're visiting other parts of the county as well too, but primarily it's Thurso based. And it's a fictional, it's like a fantasy fiction comedy style book. And I just wanted to kind of, for me, there's no kind of funnier place, and maybe I'm biased, but there's no better sense of humor or funnier place than the far north of Scotland. Because you'll probably agree yourself, Sean, up there, people are far more, like I find the best humor are people who can make fun of themselves. You know, there are too many people who are worried about what others think of them, or people who worry about, you know, their perception in public. And my feeling was the best humor comes from making a fool of yourself, you know. Like I've spent years now podcasting, making a fool of myself and getting ripped apart by other folk and whatnot. But that's part of the fun. And I think you get more respect from people if you are self-deferential, if you make fun of yourself and kind of not take yourself too seriously. And that's part of what Rust was.
Do you remember that time in 1984, Primary 2? You did a big poop in the school toilets. It wouldn't flush. All the kids were laughing at you. You had to get the janitor to come help you. He came with a plunger. He said, "That's a big jobby." And they called you Robbie Jobby ever since. Robbie Jobby. Big Robbie Jobby.
This is an urgent message. Please pledge £2 a month for hands everywhere, for the brutal environment they go through on a daily basis. Unspeakable abuse at hands. This is Pam. She can look through the end of the tunnel and be happy if you pledge £2 a month. This is some of the most shocking footage we have seen of hands being battered and bruised and doing things they don't want to do. The abuse of hands everywhere. Please pledge £2 a month to help hands and make Pam's future more bright. Thank you.
In the shelter of the residential neighbourhood is where we find our next creature.
This is just so exciting. I never thought I'd witness it for myself. These creatures are incredibly rare, with just 15 known to science.
But high heel
or not? Scraped in on that. I was like, God, mate, that's 280 quid away.
Well, that was like me,
That was a bit great, innit?
that was like me on 130 quid. That one was
My hand a bit.
Here, you see, he is resting for the big hunt that is soon to come. But with the world of adventure calling, he mustn't waste much time. He ventures out into the grasslands, a world where excess curiosity can lead to a tragic mishap. This grass, he has discovered, will later cause him to violently projectile vomit in the human's bed, if he's not careful. Knowing this, the human urges him to stop eating it, yet he refuses. Tonight will be a long night for the human, to say the least.
All of these people have one thing in common. They're all cunts. Cunts are abrasive little creatures that look for loopholes in clear guidelines. The footage you are watching, the greatest city on Earth, it's shit. It is full to the brim with cunts.
Suddenly, a sound of a door opening signifies that the hunt is on. Once he has enough for tonight, he makes his way back to the house to rest. But he's not yet safe. Birds. Big black birds.
These two females unaware that this sexual predator is about to attack.
This display is still not fully understood, but many experts consider it to be part of a complicated mating ritual. We understand so little about these magnificent creatures, yet the work they do is critical in maintaining the ecosystem of the cities that we call home to.
My co-host in the DHB Lurch as well too. Did you ever hear about his story about his pile that he had to deal with? He had a proper juicer coming out of the back end, a proper like a meaty number. And he's like, you know what? I could go to a doctor. And get probed and fingered and everything else too. Or what I could do is get very, very drunk and deal with it myself, right? So what he did was got very, very drunk, went to the bathroom with an industrial pair of nail clippers, right? Got himself legs akimbo, nail clippers, chopped his bad boy off, and then passed out. And he woke up on the bathroom floor about an hour later, blood everywhere, just Edsel looking like a kicked in Ribena berry, just like absolute shambles, bleed everywhere, like up the walls. How did it get up the walls? Just an absolute mess. But yeah, just he went out cold, boom, see you later. Good night, God bless. Amazing. Yep.
That's hardy, man.
I'll tell you one as well too.
You said you're lonely, but I don't know why. I never saw you sit there and cry. You said you love me, but your love has run dry once again, like it always does. I never met someone like you who could have lost the plot, that's all you ever do. You said you're lonely, but your love has run dry. I never sat and watched you cry. Today more, and I don't know where I'm going at all, but I'll find my way today. And I've cried my many tears, but I won't cry no more. As I say goodbye, for sure I'm gonna walk straight out that door. You said you love me, but you never run dry. That's why I sit here and I do cry, but I don't know what I've done wrong to you. I guess our love could not be true. I guess our love could not be true.
No, you're right. I think even with humour, like I said this years ago, like it comes from dark times, and I think I mind one of my mates, his mum passed away, and that sounds really horrible. Like, he was fucking hilarious that night, but I think that was his coping strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I was there and we're drinking, and it was a good night, even the circumstances was horrible.
Yeah, you know? because your friend knew that you guys were there to back him up, you know, or support him, but also, you know, that humor helps you get through a lot. Like I also, so give me an example. I also am an on-call firefighter. I'm trained as a firefighter down here in my community. We are trained to the same level as the whole team guys, but we work by a pager. So if this thing vibrates, I have to run off. Not now that I'm booked off, thankfully, for this show, but you know, normally away you go and you're away in the fire engine. And you know, over the years, I've done it for about 6.5, nearly 7 years, and it's you do see some horrible things and you do see some bad things. But to give you an example, the humor, like the police, the ambulance, and the fire service and the emergency services, the humor used behind closed doors, or not doors are shut, and you're on that pump or engine or police car, is quite dark, right? Because it's a way of coping with things. And the same with like bereavement and families. You know, when you lose somebody, the dark humor helps you support you through some really bad things. Like you see some horrible things, but you make light of things to try to get through it. So
when the Caithness buck is your sleep paralysis demon.
Lord boy, if you don't go to sleep, I'm going to split you in 3 whole halves.
What was mental when you're doing that is the whole room is covered in flags and fucking posters. One goes up and the whole room goes up.
The thing is, it was just a den. It was like a makeshift up in the attic. It wasn't actually a proper attic, you know, like.
Nah, it was just a stoner thing.
Ah, it was brilliant.
You're fucking mental, man.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Where's Sean?
In here, with us.
The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you!
Here we are, Jesus Christ against the Easter Bunny. Who would win in a Scottish death match? Let's find out.
He turns water into wine. 300 pounds. Jesus Christ!
You people in here make me sick. Fuck you, old bastard. Just bring out this bunny rabbit so I can beat his ass.
Where's the fucking bunny rabbit?
We'd like to see the Easter bunny kick Jesus' ass. Give me a hell yeah!
Dirty bastards! Oh, fucking hell! Jean-Paul Van Damme, indeed. Oh dear. Oh, Jesus! Mary and Joseph! Oh, look, he's got some presents for you all in the codes. Tax! Back for a tax, motherfucker!
Oh. The Son of God just keeps on coming back, rising for the fucking dead when you think he's down.
Lord, what's the crack, Sean Big Bay? Alright, Ferdy. What's happening? Lord, guess what happened to me? I dropped the phone straight in the toilet, straight in the S-Pen. That's her buggered now, like, eh? He's an off to the shop to get her fixed, but I got no internet. That's alright. Look, I got a laptop here, just borrow that for a couple of days till your phone's fixed. You'll be fine. Oh, brilliant. Now you're topping Linby. Here you go. Tell you what, I'll bring her back in one piece in a couple of days. Oh no, I should have deleted memory off the laptop. Why did I get drunk, eh? End up watching some kinky porn. Started off with MILF porn, and then it went till GILF. Now it's granny porn. Went right down the rabbit hole then, eh? A bit of chubby ride porn. And then it was a supersized me porn. I just want to see big chugly booglies. I just want to see what they look like naked. Sometimes they had a fart just to give me a clue what I'm looking at. Why did I watch clown porn? It's only what I want to see Sticky Vicky fucking fire ping pong balls at her fucking foofed. Watching gimps. Oh no. Mind Mr. Blobby porn, eh? Mind when he fired at Custard when the money shot happened? What happens if he sees that? What happens if he goes and tells people in the pub? Here comes Sean. Grab a granny. Chubby chaser. That's that pervert what likes clown porn. At least it's only Ferdy who knows, and nobody else knows my secret. This all started is because I just want to see Irene Kelly's tits. Lord living Shannon's baby. Upstairs are gonna kill me. Tell you what, babe.
Ready for the...
I brought back your laptop.
It was an awkward silence. We just stared at one another for a couple of seconds.
Aye. I know your secret. I know your secret, boy. I thought I seen everything. But I seen it all now, boy. Don't you worry. You're the same as me, boy. You're the fucking same as me, like, yeah? Same as me, aye. I'm the same, that guy.
Honestly, I thought I had a problem, man. I thought I had to go and see somebody, yeah.
I love Justin Bieber myself, like, I do, aye.
What?
I wasn't wanting to admit it, but he's got a cracking couple of good songs on him, like that. Anyway, thanks for your laptop. I'll see you tonight in the pub. Right, catch you later.
Oh Lord, I should have deleted the memory.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's ones where, like, I've done a podcast and, like, my head went to shit, you know, some days, and I can't think, words in there, and I can't get a word out.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no.
And the worst thing is you'll prepare and you'll sit there and you'll write down notes and you'll take things, suggestions of stories you can talk about and stuff. And then when it comes to that on-air button, you're like, oh no, your brain just brain farts away. So yeah, it happens. Absolutely.
Well, I was just like, I had a stutter years ago and it was weird. Like, now it doesn't really, it comes back as far as, like, I get brain farts. I'll be, like, speaking and I can see a word in my mind, but I can't get it. And I'm like, and then I'm like, I look like I'm half baked. I don't know. I can't get your words out. You know? Yeah. Definitely books. I think you'd be, like, amazing writer because you're probably picking up on, like, all these little like Caithness dialect. It was amazing because I was like, you're the only person I know who's done it, like, in a funny style. It's probably yeah. Like,
well, that was it. There was videos I made a while back that went kind of viral. There was, like, the 50 Shades of Caithness, which went huge.
'Twas a night afore Christmas, and all through it toon, all the drunks were just merry, except for one loon. He'd been kicked out of Top Joe's for being a root. Now dumped in his street was a full mackatoot. He staggered off slowly until a clear festive night, till a vision appeared that made him damn near drop shite. 'Twas a spirit of Christmas, a heavy-set ghosty with a massive black jacket and a bag like a postie. He floated a foot off the pavement for sure, a towering spirit who boomed, "Oh yeah, hooer. I've come a long way to visit you Bucktooth before Christmas Day. You've been a damned fool, loon, for that I am certain, so I've been sent here by St. Nick to gie you a sermon. Oh, please dinna kill me, as the Lord's my witness, my mither'll go mental and you'll be on her shit list." "I'm no here to kill you," said a big black-clad vision. "I've come here to help you. I'm a ghost on a mission. You're chasing young laskies and you've had a fair skinful, and that thing you do with your wank sock is sinful. You're disgusting and vile, lad, a right bloody stinker. And the state of your drawers, man, you look like a tinker. You've no Christmas spirit, lad, you've been a damned fool. And stop pissing up that Christmas tree, for God's sake, it's cruel." A big black-clad ghostie, he reached in his jacket and pulled out a spook pad, a fancy ghost tablet. "I've got a big list here of all your hijinks that you've caused every Christmas while drinking with tinks. It says here that one year you knocked out a Santa and made off with his beard while he was choked with asthma. And it tells me you once made your mither near flip when she caught you Christmas Eve nicking lead out a tip. I mean, hell, loon, it says here you nicked pies out of Johnson's. They were Christmas ones too, tell me, have you no conscience?" For Bucktooth stood defiant, looking almost conceited. "I'll tell you this, ghostie, you seem a fine chappie, but what shite you have spouted, for sure I'm no happy. You're right, I'm a scoundrel, a right rotten bastard, and at times, yes, okay, I've done things while I'm plastered. Things I'm no proud of, things no very festive, in fact, what the hell, loon, I've been outright offensive. I've courted the young lassies and messed them about, and too many times now they've given me a damned clout. I know there's been times when I should have known better, like feeding drams to little lasses just to make their drawers wetter. Now my error, you're no a bad soul, even though you are hammered and only out for your hole. So let's drink and be merry, let's go till I come, and fill ourselves with drams, but don't tell your mum. And with that young bucktooth and a ghostie they bonded, before heading till I come where a plan was concocted, that for every Christmas Eve they'd meet up and share stories of that whole year just past and all of its glories. And that, my dear friends, is a fine Caithness Christmas, full of dramming and whoring and a bunch of forgiveness. And if you don't like that, then take a sook of my cheer.
This video's called Bucktooth Macatoot.
That's the one I watched the other day. That's so funny as fuck. Like
Bucktooth Macatoot was entirely like just my own invention that I'm to as well, and it was at the point where, like, it was one night, for example, I was visiting Thurso, visiting family, went to Skinandies with a couple of friends, and this was about maybe kind of 7 or 8 years after Bucktooth Macatoot came out. And I'm standing, ding-a-ling in hand, having a waz in the toilets in Skinandies. And I was speaking to my friend beside me, who was also having a pish. And he wasn't there helping me, of course. He was having his own pish. But just watching me, like a hawk. Comparing cocks. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at the size of that. Is your head that shiny? So we went, so Stan speaking away about cocks, as you do. And these two young lads were like, "Oh, I recognise your voice." I'm like, "Oh, are you Bucktooth Macatoot?" I was like, "Yes!" And I spent the next 20 minutes in this toilet reciting Bucktooth Macatoot lines to this guy who was filling me with, "Oh, this is amazing!" I'm like, that's really cool, but that was cool. Part of it was trying to make stories or videos or kind of funny things, but with a Caithness twang. You see, that was the thing, because there wasn't much in the way out there of Caithness kind of representation, accent-wise, certainly, But yeah, Bucktooth Macatoot was a lot of fun. I wrote some more things that I never ever recorded, but there's more things out there. Like there's the Macatoot Olympics I wrote as well too that I never released and stuff. But yeah, it was a good laugh. Did Bucktooth Macatoot again, I would need to probably be to a camera thing like this and then cut away and would maybe easier. But I wouldn't say the idea is dead. But I think I would quite fancy doing more things. I did do there was a Caithness Christmas Carol I did as well too, which was quite popular too. So yeah, there's a few things that
I thought that was gold. Like even the way you edit, because it was just pictures flashing up the whole time. It was just one flash of pictures. Like, did I see it? And it was like a guy spreading his arse cheeks.
Oh yes. I got so many angry messages from family members going, "What are you doing on the internet for that for?" It's like, well, that's who I am. Sorry.
But I love that as well, because it seems like he's never cared. It's like, you know what, this is funny. I'm gonna fucking have this picture up. I'd be worried just in case I get it's offending somebody.
Well, that's it. It goes back to the idea before we talked about people worry too much about how they're seen online, so they hold themselves back from expressing themselves, and that's where creativity dies. If you can't be creative, if you're worried about what people will think of you, because it's gonna be contained in a little bubble, and you'll sit and it'll just stay away in your chest, but you'll never get it out, and then before you know it, it's too late, and the idea's gone, or somebody else is taking the idea and run with it. Just try new things. There's a lot of things I've done that I've tried that haven't worked.
I need your help. What's that tune? You better fucking leave my best pal alone. It's about the wee boy who's getting bullied because of his shoes, and then his mate comes in and sticks up for him. You better fucking leave my best pal alone. Oh, it's going to annoy me. Wait, the new. I found it. The bullies are like that to the guy. Check it out, because he's only got one shoe. He's only got one shoe. Check it out, because he's only got one shoe. Yeah, boy. He's only got one shoe. Check it out, because he's only got one shoe. He's only got one shoe. Check it out, because he's only got one shoe. Now his mate comes in like that. You better fucking leave my best pal alone. My best pal alone. Leave my best pal alone. My best pal. You better fucking leave my best pal alone. My best pal alone. Leave my best pal alone. And the teacher comes in. Yeah, you better fucking your homework, and you better go ahead with your homework. I'm going to phone your mum, and I'm going to phone your mum, and you better do your homework, and then you can go.
Because there's a picture, there's a picture of you I seen on Facebook the other week, and it was you rolling a barrel, and I thought, that's a really good photo. But
It came out really well, yeah.
You probably went and said, "Oh, that's me getting paid off," and I just liked it. I was like, I never even read that. You know,
that's fine.
I fucked that. I done that a couple of times on Facebook. It's like I see such and such, like I don't know, like Kenny such and such, and then I'm like, oh, I haven't seen him in ages, and I like it, and he's like, away, and you're like, oh shit. You know,
yeah, I know, right? I did that recently with a friend of mine who posted a picture of a family member who passed away, and it was a really nice picture. I'm like, oh, cool picture, and I was like, oh, they've passed away. Oh shit, I just like that over. No. Oh dear.
Oh well.
Yep.
Thanks, Scott. It was a good laugh, like that.
Yep. Really enjoyed it, guys. And thank you all for watching as well too. And obviously, if you want to check out my book, you can find me at scottaylor.uk. That's my website. On there's links to all the bits and bobs, you know. So scottaylor.uk, you'll find me on there. So thank you very much.